Hey everyone, Casual Gaming Dad here. It's been a little bit. It's been a bit again, about 10 days or so to be exact. Yeah, since the start of Ladder Season 2, and that's the last time that I streamed, and it's been even longer since I put anything up on YouTube. But I kind of felt like doing something today. Generally speaking, I haven't really been feeling much like doing this at all lately. You know, we all go through those moments. But rest assured, still been gaming on a pretty much daily basis and whatnot. Just wanted to make a quick video on D2R. Like I said, it's been just over 10 days since Ladder Season 2. This is me, again, casual gaming, right? And I'm going to show you what I've done and some of the loot that I've gotten. So what you can expect to get if you play for 2 or 3 hours a day like I do on average, and what your drops look like. So I got two characters, as you can see here. I got an 89 Sorceress and 83 Barbarian. The Barbarian, I had a bit more help getting through Normal and Nightmare, and then I pugged Hell Mode, and even the Ancients got a game with that going. Here I pugged pretty much all the way other than the Ancients. Got some friends to help me with that. So let's go take a quick peek and see, hey, what's the good stuff I found? Anything good? Anything not so good? We'll start with my character. Actually, I should say this is obviously a Cold Sork. So I've got everything here. All the synergies for Blizzard maxed out. I've got Cold Mastery at 14. I will level 89. Probably get realistic at least one more level, maybe a little more than that, since Terror Zones give pretty good EXP after 90. Just the usual, pretty standard point distribution here. I've got a lot into strength, probably more than I need to, but it works out for me right now. I mean, maybe I'll respec in the future if I feel like I need to, but not at this time. The rest into vitality. You can see my resist and hell mode are okay. They're not great. I've got these pretty mediocre Cold Sunder Charm. I mean, would it make a huge difference if I was at minus 70? Not really. If I find a better one. I did find this on my own. I found... okay, well, I'll get to that. Okay, so here are just some of the things. Someone gave me this. These are really nothing that... This was okay. This is not bad. I did get the first Annie from the first North American one. I missed the Asian one today. It was really early in the morning, and so I made a game at night, and I came and it was just connected, and that happens half the time with Asia. So I've got a spirit, another spirit. I found these two pretty early on myself. I actually found a 4-socketed one, so I didn't have to use a quest on that. That was nice. This is an amulet that I found. So it's got a lot of cold resist and fire resist. Mainly the cold is nice because I was way at negative 100, like easy. Lore, still haven't found anything better. Haven't found a Shaco or whatnot yet. They're kind of expensive. I did trade an Ist for a Skuldurge because I really wanted some more MF. My MF is not that good. Someone gave me this actually. This was nice too. I mean, 38. It's pretty good, right? It's something I found. A pretty decent, again, big on the cold resist. Just faster cast ring. I found this myself as well, and these boots, which, they're okay. I got a couple resists, 24 magic final run walk. So you can see some of these things I got, some of them I found. From my Hell Forges, I got, my Nightmare I got a Lem, and my Hell Forge I got an Ist, and the Ist I used to get this, okay? I did find a Gull Rune, which I broke down and I traded for some things. Let's see, anything worth of note here? No, lots of P-Gems, some essences you can see from some of the times that I was doing. I like doing Andariel when it's terrorized. So she was pretty generous with me. Did a couple from Diablo from Chaos runs. I found some pretty random stuff. The Setnax I never found before, Telling of Beads. These boots were almost so close to being absurd. 30-10, those are ideal. Dex, that's great for paladins, especially trying to get max block. Lightning and fire. Fire's maxed out at 40. If that defense based on character level was another resist, preferably gold. These would be godly. These would be worth high runes. I mean, the problem is that the strength requirement is high, but I don't think that's that big a deal for endgame characters. You know, they're I haven't been able to trade them yet, but I'm going to hold on to them for the time being. Nothing really of note otherwise, although this jewel is not bad. If that minus requirements was 15 IS, because people really want fire resist for Andariels, this would be a really good jewel. So again, very close. Now an F Death Cleaver, just some MF boots with a couple of resists. So nothing that crazy. And then here I just store a lot of, these are just for crafting for later, or I can trade them to people. My runes, these are all junk. I always keep mine here. I did find a Vex. So I found a Gull and a Vex, and I think a Mal. Those are the 3 runes that I found. Okay, like that are worth mentioning. I don't think I found anything else really. I think this Lum and I found the Lem, I got that off Nightmare Forge. Mal I found, and a Hell rune I found. The Vex, I found it in an 8-player Chaos run, and I just so happened to be almost right next to it, and I got it. So that was pretty good. So that's my Sorc. I'll say that I do like it. It's very, very strong. Not much else to say about it. If you got the Cold Thunder Charm, it's ridiculous. Oh, my Annie is 11, 18, 9. Oh, not bad. Let's go take a look at my... Couldn't help myself. Throw Barb. If those of you don't know, I did a Throw Barb to start last season. And, you know, I was able to get some pretty decent stuff. So, here, let's take a look at my skills and whatnot. Oof, excuse me. So, 1, 1, maxed out, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then here I just have prerequisite, max, and 1 here. I'm not sure if I want to use a point to leap attack. Probably not. Some people do frenzy. I don't, because the AR really sucks on it if you don't have it maxed out. And so even though it's nice to hit it, it takes a bit to build those charges. It's not really worth it. I'm contemplating possibly getting Grim Ward because of the putting 1 in Grim Ward and then the rest into Fine Potion. So this will help me if I get the Bone Breaker Sunder Charm, the physical one. That'll help me reduce resistances more, and I can break physical immunities, which I can already because because of the item, the Lacerator I have. So I have 60 base into Strength right now. I put 250 into Vitality. I feel like since I'm ranged, I don't need as much life. So I'm choosing to go into Dex for damage and AR, because that's how it works. My resistances are okay. They're nothing that special. So again here, last season I didn't get an Ethereal Lacerator. I wasn't able to. This time I got both of them. I traded a Mal for each, and I felt like that was pretty low. I think that later in the season these will be probably worth a little more, and when people kind of feel like trying these niche builds. It's a low ED. It's low ED, but I'd rather have the low ED with F than a high ED non. It's more damage. So this one's also relatively low. It's not that good, but the damage is still pretty good. I did get a High Lord. I traded a Mal for it. I thought that was a pretty good deal. You know, I don't think it goes for too much more than that, even later in the season. Maybe but it's still pretty good. Steel Skull, I'm using this mainly because of the Magic Find, and the Leech is not bad. The Mana Leech for now. I don't have anything else. This is what I got right now. I still haven't found anything better. I would like to get maybe if I get Tall Rashas on my Sorc, I'll give him Skulders for a little bit of MF. He doesn't have too much right now. This is best in slot. Ravenfrost is definitely necessary. The only other way to get around it is if I put a Cham and an Ariats or a Shaco, because you need the Cannot Be Frozen. It really, really slows you down as a throw Barb. You can't. You need that attack speed. It's too important. So, and it's got AR and Dex to mana, so nothing to complain about there. It's a great. The only reason why I wouldn't want to use it is because the cold damage. You'll pop corpses sometimes, and you don't always want to do that because you want to find items. So that's the only thing. Razor Tail, for the most part, this is best in slot. Again, the piercing, it's got dex, it's got max damage, it's pretty solid. This is just a ring that I found. It's not bad. I don't know if I find a better, like a dual leech ring would be ideal, because then when I don't have the mana leech here, it'd be nice. But for now, it's not bad. It's got the strength. I don't have to put as much points. But if I get into Nihilist, then I won't have to worry about that strength requirement. And this is not best in slot, but it's definitely not bad, because it's got AR, which gets, percentage-wise gets, exponentially more. And it's got strength and dex. So, and the 40 faster on walk, I mean, you see how fast I move. It's pretty good. For my charms, I just have whatever stuff. I don't really have a lot of good charms on him yet. I really could use some like AR charms to be really good. This is not a bad one though. I really definitely need some AR charms. I traded a Mal rune for this, so I had 3 Mals and I traded 2 of them. I found a Mal and then broke my Gull down into 3, so I had 4 total. So I traded a Mal for this, and I think this was pretty fair. It's probably be worth a little bit less, but I really didn't want to get a higher one and pay a lot when, that little bit of attributes, I'm not really min-maxing. I care about the extra attributes, the extra resistance, and the 3 debarb skills. So my Sorc Torch, that's just not going to happen like anytime soon. They're just way, way, way too expensive right now. I have to wait probably like a month or so. I don't want to overpay. People are asking way too much. So that is what I'm looking at. Didn't find anything in Another Lang of Hands. I've got a gold wrap, which I probably will put in more often than not, just when I'm trying to do a little MF. Nothing else really of note. My only skiller I found is +1 to curses, so meh. Nothing really that special. You can see my best finds are Vex, Skull, and Mal. And items-wise, I mean, those boots are pretty good. I don't really know how much they're worth, right? For my Barb's Forges, I didn't really get anything. What did I get? A Lum? I think I got one of the worst. I think I got Lum. I think that's where I got that Lum. It was pretty mediocre. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's it. I was dropping these for somebody who was teleporting. Let me put them back now. So, did I get unlucky? Or is it because I'm... Yeah, maybe. I mean, you could say maybe I did get lucky for what? Let's just say about 30 hours, right? 30 hours of play. I got a Vex, a Gull, and a Mal, and a Lem. Okay, as far as runes, right? I didn't find anything that crazy value. I think... Here, let's take a peek. So I do trading on Traderie, which is a pretty good website. I recommend it if you want. I do probably 90% of my trading is on there. The remaining 10% is between in-game games, just names that I see, or Discord, some groups. But for the most part, I do it on Traderie. I think I traded an Ethereal Warpike for like a Mal. I think there was something that I did. Let me just take a quick peek. Some little things here and there. I found a +1 to Javelin skills, Grand Charm. Oh, sorry. Okay. I did find that. Okay, I misspoke earlier about the curses. That was my first one. I did find that. Traded that for an not much else. I ended up giving a lot of stuff away to some friends. I did trade a Crack of Heavens Sunder Charm that I found. I traded that for an very early on, and I used that to get me my cold GC. And then I found another cold Sunder, and then I gave one to a friend. So Tal's Rasha's Lidless Eye was worth... I got P gems for it. It wasn't worth very much. So that's really it. I didn't find too much else. The rest was just like P gem trades here and there. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think. You think, I got lucky, got unlucky? I'm not really sure. I don't feel like I got lucky. I think I did okay. It's not great. It's not horrible. Like, if I didn't find that Vex... the best I found was Gull. I'd say that's pretty bad. But I'm okay geared. You can see I still need to have a long way to go for both these characters, right? Ideally, the Barb. I think I would switch to Zerker if I wanted to do Trav, which I don't really want to right now. I'd rather do Terror Zones, I think. It's more fun. But if I got Enigma, then I probably would switch to Berserk, But I'm going to keep these in the end. I'm going to let these transfer to non-liner because I want to have these. I think Throw Barb is pretty fun. I should get a Merc at some point, But yeah, that's my season so far in a nutshell. I'm still having fun though, so I'm gonna keep playing. I think the Terror Zones are cool because sometimes they get me to farm areas I would almost never consider farming. So in that respect, they accomplish what I like out of the addition. Yeah, I know. What is up? I can't figure out what is up with my game. It is so jittery. Like, look at that. Something in my settings. I don't know what it is, but it just really bugs. I don't know if you noticed. Here, let me do this again. I don't know if you noticed that when I walk around, it looks really off. So you see how it looks now? See, when I walk, the game just looks, and then it comes back. Like, watch closely. It just, like, melts a bit and then comes back. It's so weird. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's gross. But I haven't really investigated that enough. So that's my season so far. I'm still playing. I'm still having fun. I got friends I'm interacting with, so it's cool. I play a lot on my own. Sometimes I'll join pub games and just do a couple of runs like Eldritch and Pindle in 8-person games, and then join them for the Bale run or a Chaos run or something after. So that's kind of what I've been doing. It seems to be more fruitful than just soloing. So I'm going to keep doing that. I just recently, like yesterday, started doing that. So instead of soloing. So I'm going to try that, see how it works. And, I'll check back in like a week or two and let you guys know how I'm doing. But that's a casual gamer. That's me. Casual gaming, and that's what it looks like. So if you find that helpful, let me know in the comments what you found. You found anything good? Did you get lucky this season? If you're playing. If not, if you're not playing, why aren't you playing? I'm up for hearing that. Otherwise, I'm going to be out right now. My back's killing me.